Now, KuCoin as well is going to introduce a mandatory KYC here in July, which I mean is today, right? Officially, but I believe it's going to start a little later. Yeah, on July 15th. KuCoin's Know Your Customer checks will require new users to complete identity verification to access all services, while existing non-KYC users will not be able to deposit. So from the miner's perspective here, it's kind of good news, right? You can still, well, and I don't know if it's non-KYC users. I guess we need to read further. It may just mean you can't deposit anything, which is kind of a bummer. If it is just deposit fiat, I mean, maybe you can kind of get around it with the mining kind of side of things. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think this is what you're going to see across the board, right? And it's going to be sold to you under anti-money laundering regulations. It's going to be sold to you, you know, as anti-terrorism, you know, pick and choose, like whatever, you know, reason you want, but it'll be along those lines, as we've seen just over and over again. Major cryptocurrency exchange KuCoin is working to strengthen its Know Your Customer system by introducing new mandatory identity checks. On June 28th, KuCoin officially announced the upcoming KYC system upgrade and a move to increase compliance with global anti-money laundering regulations. The KYC authentication upgrade introduces mandatory KYC checks for all new users at KuCoin starting from July 15th of 2023. Without completing KYC, newly registered users will not be able to access KuCoin's sites or suite of products and services, the firm said. Existing users who registered before the 15th of July 2023 will also have to complete the KYC process to access some features on KuCoin. Such users will not be able to deposit new funds, while withdrawals will remain unaffected, the announcement notes. I mean, so in theory, you could still trade with anything that you have within KuCoin. And then if you did try to deposit any new funds, period, it sounds like cryptocurrency or fiat or any of the likes, you're going to have to get KYC'd over on KuCoin. And of course, they say for anti-money laundering, but we all know that it's for tax collection purposes at the end of the day. That's really what's going on here. A complete KYC process requires users to provide their name, identification number, and identification photo and undergo facial recognition. You know what's funny? Here, like tinfoil hat, ding, 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 ding. I think that they forced the entire population of the world to put on masks so they could train AI to identify you through a mask. That's my little fun nugget for the day. That's my conspiracy theory. The CEO noted that KuCoin brains and verifies the customer identification and verification data required under the laws and regulations of applicable jurisdictions. He stated, quote, typically we require customer identification information, including information on the customer's name and further identifiers such as physical address, date of birth, and national ID number. Pursuant to requirements of laws and regulations of applicable jurisdictions, KuCoin also collects additional information related to the customer's business and risk profile. Risk profile data includes nature and volume of trading activity, origin of virtual funds deposited, and origin of, just add the "and" there, origin of virtual funds deposited, Liu added. The CEO went on to say that KYC is a principle that KuCoin has always adhered to, adding that identity recognition is an existing process. Liu also stressed that KuCoin set their KYC policy to comply with regulations in applicable jurisdictions since there isn't a unified global KYC regulation. Quote, KuCoin doesn't support the United States KYC based on our current KYC or the updated KYC rules, a spokesperson for KuCoin noted. The new KYC update will affect a significant number of cryptocurrency users worldwide. KuCoin says it had over 20 million registered accounts on its platform as of July of 2022. KuCoin is also one of the world's largest crypto exchanges by trading volumes. At the time of writing, KuCoin's daily trading volume amount to around $540 million, with more than 8 million monthly visits, according to the data from CoinGecko. To compare, major United States-based exchange Kraken has about 5 million visits per month, with about $380 million worth of crypto traded daily. Some of the other crypto exchanges have been increasing their KYC policies recently as well. In May, Bybit Exchange restricted non-KYC users from withdrawing more than 20,000 Tether monthly. Cybercriminals have capitalized on KYC requirements, reportedly selling hacked and verified crypto accounts on the darknet for $30 as of April 2023. Today's sponsor is BT Miners. BT Miners has been a longtime sponsor of the channel and a proven reliable source for ASIC miners. If you're looking to purchase ASICs hardware from Bitcoin to Dogecoin miners, they are available for purchase on bt-miners.com. BT Miners is a trusted source by both ASICminervalue.com and CryptoMiner.com. Follow the affiliate link in the description and tell them SOT sent you to support the channel. Where there is a will, there is a way, right? I mean, you put all these restrictions in, and all you're really doing is restricting the public that is going to obey the law from actually, prospering within cryptocurrency, which is a funny kind of idea from the very get-go. Like I've always said on this channel from the very beginning, is that you can't expect cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in general to change the world. And, Bitcoin fixes this. It's not going to fix everything without breaking everything first. And the fact of the matter is like, this is what you see happening. But does it go the way of the dinosaur, right? Does it turn into enough fear from the public that the fear gives up their rights to basically participate within cryptocurrency and just goes about their merry way, while large companies like BlackRock accumulate all the Bitcoin in the fucking world and leave everybody poor once again? Because this is really where I sit down and think maybe Bitcoin doesn't solve this. Maybe Bitcoin doesn't solve anything at all whatsoever. It was a pipe dream. The fundamentals are gone. The only thing people care about is buying Bitcoin in hopes that it goes up in fiat, dirty fiat price so they can sell it and make their lives better. And it doesn't change the world at all. And at the end of the day, sometimes that just feels like the direction we're headed in. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I know it got a little dark, but I'm just giving you guys the way it looks like it's going to crumble. And you talk about this in any other, libertarian circle surrounding whatever it may be. The Second Amendment in the United States is a really popular one. And you take away the guns and only the criminals have it. It's the same with cryptocurrency, right? And the biggest criminals are the ones on boards of places like, large corporations like BlackRock. And, they say, don't get involved with, drug dealers, gangsters, or CEOs. And to a certain extent, it's kind of the way it goes. I mean, I'd like to tell you that yeah, like Bitcoin's still going to fix all this, but the public, if under enough fear of repercussions, right? They start making examples out of individual people, and then the entire ecosystem crumbles, right? If the public out of fear just says, you know what, this is too complicated. I don't want to deal with filing taxes. It doesn't even look like I'm going to make any money off this anymore. I'm just going to stop participating. And everybody just stops participating, then you lose the ability to actually shift anything in any meaningful manner. The way that you would like to see this go, right, is that everybody starts participating within crypto peer-to-peer without the interference of a third party like KuCoin. And in that case, you don't need the third-party exchanges, and you refuse to let exchanges, governments, banks, or anything like that interfere with your ability to transact with one another. And then maybe it goes that way, but it's not going to go that way without a huge upheaval of the way that everything functions currently. Thanks for checking out this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. You can check out the full episode here or more crypto content down here. Also, I'd like you to check out my locals page at sonofatech.locals.com, where you can become a member for free or choose to be a $5 a month supporter that unlocks additional content.